3 more matches to go, it still doesn't make any difference, does it? Barrister Darlington, doesn't
it
make any
doesn't. It doesn't. We are off.
We're off.
Yes.
And I heard this the second time going. Last year we did not go, and then this time around again the same thing. So what's the problem? Who are we going to blame now? Because normally they used to blame somebody for this thing. Who do we blame?
In fact, the next match, if we are not, they will even win us, or we can even opt out because there's no need. Even if you score 5-0 against them.
Barrister, we needed this win. It was a symbol of hope that we have something going.
Whether we win South Africa or not, they are already in.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? They would have even, do it the Nigerian way and tell them to slow down for us.
So you should not slow down.
Go and offer them those things now.
What are those things? What sets you apart from those that you accuse of doing stuff like that?
Because they have nothing to lose. Eh?
Oh my God.
If I get your bribe, I get your bribe.
Is that
no, we would have told them. Now go and say now you have not to just allow us. You hear? Or you go the Konuchora. Achora has something.
They catch us, we've been disqualified. It's a serious penalty.
That man who said that what money cannot do, more money will do it. I talk with those South African boys. So that can they miss the ball?
With the way they wanted to break our guys' legs. I pitied our guys.
They were playing as if
we're putting us left or right. I'm like, what's happening?
As if their life depended on it. These are people who are just 16 points ahead, though. 16 points. What are they looking for again?
It is well. Well, our Super Eagles, you did well. Thank you so much for representing. Different dynamics apply to these things, obviously. So people will blame the players and people will start blaming the coach now, but it is what it is. Let's just hope that something significant comes up. At least the Super Falcons made us smile in that regard in our sporting activities. They really did. And even the Tigress as well. So yeah, our female team they're keeping the flags flying. So in that place, we still have our rep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Mwachiku and I invited Barrister Darlington to join us again today because of the technical situation we had yesterday. A couple of you wanted to have more exclusive time with him, and we also want to get your reaction as well on the program. So today you're the one that's going to be having the airwaves. We'll just discuss some things very briefly, and then at 8 o'clock we open the phone line so you can participate. The breaking news right now is that the Natural Gas Workers Association, that's NUPENG, they have announced a suspension of its ongoing nationwide strike over its dispute with the Dangote Group. So NUPENG had on Monday, declared a nationwide industrial action to protest the refusal of the Dangote Group to allow its workers join the union, particularly NUPENG. Well, there was even a situation where one of the NUPENG workers walked out of the meeting with the FG earlier today. But thankfully, they've been able to resolve the meeting and resolve the imbroglio. Apparently, parties reached an agreement at a meeting convened by the Department of State Services. The meeting was attended by the Ministers of Labour and Finance, as well as officials of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Also, Sheyu Dantata led the Dangote management team to the meeting. Obviously, they've been able to kind of come to a resolve on what happened, and I hope that we'll have it that way for now, because Nigerians can't go through a situation where filling stations were shut. I heard in Anambra, in Imo, and even some northern states, filling stations were shut, and it grounded commercial activities in those states, especially for those who rely on transportation to go about their businesses, specifically commercial transportation. They couldn't go about their activities because some of the filling stations were shut down. So businesses were kind of ground to a halt in some states. So thankfully this has been resolved. Now you know that Akpabio-led Senate blocked Natasha Akpoti's September 4 resumption, and it's quite unfortunate. I'm going to read that out, and I want to understand what's the legal purview or the legal leaning to that. It's very, very scary as to what is going on. So the National Assembly says no administrative action can be taken on notification by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to resume legislative duties in the Senate after the expiration of her 6-month suspension. The acting clerk of the National Assembly, Yahaya Danzaria, stated this in a letter addressed to Ms. Akpoti-Uduaghan regarding her earlier notification to resume legislative duties on September 4 following the completion of her suspension. Mr. Danzaria said that the matter was still sub judice due to a pending suit before the Court of Appeal. Barrister Darlington, what does that mean? the fact that she cannot resume her legislative duties at the National Assembly despite the expiration of her 6-month suspension, and that the case is still in court, so it's sub judice. What does that mean?
Esther.
Sir?
In the first place, that excuse is not tenable.
The excuse that the matter is sub judice is
Yeah,
not
that is under litigation.
okay.
The suspension came before the court action. And they said explicitly 6 months, and that 6 months have elapsed. This lady ought to resume. Then whatever now happens with the court, whatever, you cannot take it off from there. There was never a time or a place where the court said that you cannot resume your duty. Esther, for God's sake, it was Natasha's constituency that sent her to the National Assembly. Not the leadership of of the Senate.
Okay.
So they have no right to suspend her. As a matter of fact, they have gone against their own rule, house rule. 14 days now became 6 months. On what ground? Esther, on what ground? I said the way these people are doing this, our democracy, is so painful and so annoying. I just finished a show with a U.S. congressman. You know what he said? He said such a thing can never happen. That you can never, no matter what a lawmaker says in the house, you can't suspend him or her. He said they have not heard of such a thing. That he's even wondering where we copied our own democracy. The man said it. I'm not joking. He said it openly. That even this thing we are calling Senate president, there is nothing like that. It is the vice president of America will now come and preside if there is a tie in the house. That is the Senate majority leader that runs the affairs of the house. So when he hears some of the things happening here that he used to be baffled, he was even wondering where we copied our own democracy, that it cannot be the same American presidency that we are practicing. The man was so surprised. He said it cannot, in fact, he said it can never happen. Nobody can dream of it. But here, it just happened and we just move on. And you are telling me that we are not behind the human race. Esther, when I tell you this thing, you don't take me serious, Abi. I told you that Nigeria is behind the human race by 50 years. These are the facts. Esther, these are the facts. You made your own house rule for 14 days suspension. And now somebody, because of arrogance and impunity, he took it to 6 months. And the court did not find anything wrong in that. And now that lady, like we just discussed, she may not come back to that house until after 2027.
So who are those representing her constituents?
What will they do?
Does the Senate have the right to impede a certain constituent in a state from being represented? What about projects that are meant to be carried out in that state? Okay, is it the governor that is in charge, or is it Yahaya Bello, who obviously is no longer the governor of Kogi State, or what exactly does that even mean?
Esther, what since had happened? A governor that was elected by the people was thrown out and suspended from office. And the military man is now doing the work of a governor. And even sworn in, elected the local government chairman or appointed local government chairman. Esther, look at what these people are doing to our democracy. Look at what they are doing to Esther, somebody will say, you don't like Tinubu, you don't like APC. Esther, how can I be happy with this type of behavior? No, tell me. Any sane person will never tolerate this type of behavior. Because we are destroying the institutions, destroying our democracy, destroying our future. What are we bequeathing to the junior ones or to the generation coming behind? What are we bequeathing to them? Esther, what are we bequeathing? Do you know that it will take over 50 years now for us to recover what APC have done to us in Nigeria? 50 years will not be enough.
I want to understand what the legality is in saying that the matter is sub judice, and that's why she cannot resume.
Yes,
Serap has asked her to resume. PDP has asked her to go to national and resume her legislative duties. So what is the legal? Where is the legal backing coming from for this?
Now, let me tell you. That's why I told that excuse is not tenable. When a matter is in court,
okay,
you don't take it to the marketplace and be talking about it and all that. You don't do analysis on it and all that. That's what it means, because the matter is before the court. So in order not to preempt the decision of the court, you cannot discuss or talk about it.
Barrister, let me read this. No
But in this
administrative action. Okay, I am further directed to inform you that your suspension was with effect from Thursday, March 6, and draw your attention to the fact that the subject matter of your suspension is presently before the Court of Appeal. The matter therefore remains sub judice until the judicial process is concluded and the Senate formally reviews the suspension in light of the court's pronouncement. No administrative action can be taken by this office to facilitate your resumption. You will be duly notified of the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it is resolved. Please accept, distinguished Senator, the assurances of my highest regard. So what if the court decides to take their sweet time in resolving or coming to a conclusion on what matters? Until then, the people of Kogi Central will have no representative at the National Assembly.
Is akin to suspending this lawmaker, just like they blame Fubara.
I don't understand. Is akin to suspending the lawmaker?
The lawmaker, yes.
She's being suspended.
No. That is suspending her responsibility for her people, to her people. That you are telling her that the people of Kogi Central, you don't have a senatorial representative. That is the meaning. The same thing they blamed Fubara for doing. Esther, can you see contradiction? Even the court has found out that they don't need to suspend her. Because in that hollow chamber, whatever you do or say, you are covered. That is it. You are covered, because if you begin to mortgage the senators or the lawmaker, that means they cannot express themselves freely. That is why within that hollow chamber, whatever you say or do, you are covered under the law. So why have they not taken their own extra, what do you call it, taking extra measures against this lady because she's a woman?
My question
Esther,
is,
so many men have been dealt with in this manner, but they came back.
But Barrister Darlington, can you recall when this matter happened? What was the saying they told us? That the House has its mandate to institute disciplinary measures on any of their erring senators or House of Rep members based on their rules and regulations or something like that. I remember when that matter went to court, they were like, it is left for them to resolve it. A committee was meant to be set up in the Senate to understand what kind of punitive measures will be given to Natasha for not obeying. I think it was an ethics situation, which obviously was within the jurisprudence of the House to resolve. So in this particular case now, they are saying that until the appeal court does what it needs to do, why is the appeal court taking this long after 6 months to
all of
what
a sudden this Senate is now obeying court order? All of it. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, good evening. How are you?
Remember that after the appeal court, it will still go to the Supreme. I hope you know. Yes, now, if it is in favor of Natasha, Akpabio will appeal it. That's the truth. They will go to the Supreme Court. By that time, in fact, we have been talking of 2028.
So what are the people of Kogi doing about this, especially Kogi Central?
What do you expect them to do in the first place? What do you want them to do? So
you mean no projects, no administrative activities, no developmental projects within that constituency has gone on for the past 6 months, and there's a tendency that it will elongate further?
And they will still go there to campaign for votes in the next election.
So all the monies that are meant for senators and House of Rep members, I heard 2 billion per month for their constituency project. Natasha has been denied it, or that's Kogi Central has been denied it.
Of course.
So for the past 6 months, all of that money is being kept somewhere, or they are giving it to somebody?
Kept for who? Will you even ask for it? They will tell you there's no money. What will you do?
No, but is it right for a section of the people to be underrepresented and nothing done, and their monies and the monies meant to be allocated to them for developmental strides are denied them?
Esther, all the things they denied the Fubara, did you hear that they will give it to him back when
Barrister, there was an administrator there put in by the president. The president imposed somebody there to administer. Nobody is administering while Natasha is on suspension.
No. Akpabio is carrying out that responsibility now. He decides what happened in Kogi Central now. Akpabio decides, yes.
Is there any formal notice to that? Or it's basically how it is?
Who told you that you do things formally here? No, hold on. For you to have suspended her, that means you have taken away that right from the people of Kogi Central. You have taken it away from them. And so whatever you like, you can do with it. Just like the lawmaker, U.S. congressman we discussed with this evening was saying, he said that it is unheard of in the U.S. He said that for you to do this kind of thing, that is not done. It's unheard of. That no matter what you do or say in the hallowed chamber, you are covered. It doesn't require all this suspension or whatever. He said it doesn't require it. But here, because of impunity and arrogance, you can see when little men have some small power like this, it enters their head and they begin to act like a god.
Who is a little man?
Who is a little man? Esther, no matter how big a man is, as long as he's acting like a baby, he's a little man.
So Pablo is acting like a baby.
Well, how else do you describe it? When you are going against your own house rule, you say 14 days, Esther. 14 days, clearly stated and written. So what brought about 6 months?
It's actually funny how all of a sudden the house decides to follow its rule book.
No, ask me, did that lady, did she kill somebody? What is that extra thing she did that warranted the 6 months instead of 14 days?
Barrister Darlington, what about the committee that was set up by the president to investigate this? Remember that the vice presidents, the NSA, the AGF, they were all part of an elite committee to look into the matter. So where
nobody was even invited though. Nobody, are you aware? Nobody was invited to even discuss that matter or to even ask questions. Both Natasha and Akpabio, none of them was invited. So the committee have just died a natural death. It's as simple as that. That is the type of democracy you are practicing. Nothing is formal here. They just wake up and take decisions.
Mr. Lawal Kundara, how do you see this development?
Barrister Darlington said that it will take us 50 years to put things back in. I would say it will take us like 500 years because we are not even in the verge of stopping. You know, when you stop, that's where you begin to grow. But we are not even stopping the falling. You get it? We are not stopping. We are still falling. So when are we going to stop to begin to now count that we are going up again? We are not. We are falling badly. Down and down. So it will take us like 500 years before we can set this country back. Because what exactly, even the National Assembly is the Senate is sworn in to obey the Constitution. Am I right, Doctor Barrister?
That is they
are sworn in.
They are the lawmaker.
To obey the Constitution. The Constitution empowers you. Whatever law you made in your house, whatever regulations you made in the house is subjected to the Constitution. Your officer, whether you are Senate President, whosoever you are made that by the Constitution that you sworn to obey, and then you are acting outside the Constitution as if you are a dictator. I don't understand anymore. I don't.
Shebi, we ask for democracy. We are seeing it now.
I don't. That's why we should ask the person who gave us this democracy in the first place. Where did you get your own? Yes, we should ask him. I think it was we should ask the president. Former president Obasanjo. Where did you get this democracy from? You tell us where you copy it from. You tell us which principles or philosophy you are using. It should come out because I don't understand what exactly is going on now. Where are we going to go? Everywhere now. We can't. Another day cannot step somewhere. If you go to court and you see the way they romance everything, and you'll be wondering what type of judgment is this?
Delay in the court actually, because now when you say you're waiting for the court, there are talks that normally they're usually being induced or influenced.
So why are they buying them jeeps? Why is the executive buying them all this?
Now, wait. You know, it is only when the CJN is leaving office, during their valedictory speech, you now hear them telling us all the bad things they went through, how the politicians was inducing them, how judgment is now cash and carry, how the politicians did not allow them to work. Only when they are leaving office. Go and ask her, go and read the valedictory speech of Ariwola when he was leaving office. All this, I said, what? So this thing happened under your watch, and you are telling us now because you are leaving office, Abi? You can imagine all the injustices that were done.
Oh, you can talk about Malamina that is complaining about the government. We wonder whether you were not 8 years.
I went to visit him.
God.
Okay, so the Nigerian police spent 22 million naira on 85 cartons of cracker biscuit for personnel on operations. This was released by Sahara reporters.
Good.
Apparently, based on the government spend, it's the public payment portal on government spend, that's GOVSPEND. They actually revealed that the Nigerian police force spent 22.282 million naira on 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits for its personnel on certain operations. In the
85.
first
Once, so
instance,
is it 10 years or once?
Hold on, 85.
85
I was
cartons of
thinking
cream
85,000.
crackers. 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits
So which one is 1
for its
million?
personnel on certain operations. In the first
God.
instance, the police spent 7.073 million naira to purchase 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. That was the first instance, the first tranche. According to the details on the portal, the payment was made on October 26, 2023 to Danloki Systems Limited. The description read, being payment for the supply of 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits, dry ration for logistics requirements, consumables for personnel deployed to carry out discrete security ops and info gathering activities, with 7.073 million naira spent on 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. Each carton would have cost 282,928.
Wow, that's a very,
so if
very
you look at the
spiritual.
breakdown of it, for example, the first tranche, which is about payment of supply of 30 cartons of cream cracker biscuit as consumables and logistics. Another one being payment of supply of 25 cartons of cream cracker. That one is about 7 million naira. Then another 7 million for the same 30 cartons. And the report is quite extensive. So
Now,
on April 21, 2023, the Police Formations and Command paid 6.558 million naira to Waste Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet rolls. That's color rolls, 48 rolls each per packet. Another payment of 6.8 million naira was made on July 27, 2023 to the same Waste Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet rolls. All right. So the survey revealed that the open market prices of color rolls, toilet rolls were far lower than what the police paid. And checks on the popular trading platform actually show that rose color tissue paper roll, that is one bag of 48 pieces, cost 55,000 naira. On Konga, the same product sells for 50,000 naira, and at this rate, 24 packs of color rose toilet rolls, each containing 48 pieces, should not cost or more than 1.3 million naira. All of this is on GovSpend. They gave a breakdown. So, Barrister, what is this?
No, that is how police money. You see pensioners cry, you can see.
The recent protests that show where it was.
I said, look at where their police money is going. And the same police are the ones harassing citizens and other. Instead of asking their oga, where is our money? Look at it. Esther, look at the problem. This cracker biscuit, what result did he produce? At least you say it for
special operations.
Now, after eating the cracker biscuit, what result did they bring?
They become superpower.
The result of that operation, where is it? Where is it?
They cracked the cases open.
Yes. Now, where is the result? If the produce result would not have insecurity, they just wrote it with all this big grammar to confuse the gullible.
I don't know.
Nothing
Maybe.
came out of it. Nothing. Even the cracker biscuit, are you sure that everybody, they just wrote it that they use it to buy? Go and ask those who went for the whether they ate the crackers. It must be designer cracker biscuit. You can see what you can see. Esther, you remember when we discussed here the issue of removing the details of expenses from the website of government. You know, in government there's a website for expenses. Even if you buy biro for 10 naira, you put it there for auditor's sake, so that when the auditor come, they will use it to cross-check all the expenses. They have removed it completely, so that you and I will not know how they are spending this money. Is that not true? This is to the people that told you that corruption is gone in Nigeria. Esther, have you seen it? Because whenever I'm criticizing him, I have my facts. So let nobody come and tell me you don't like Tinubu. You have never done anything. He has never done anything good. Nothing good, Esther, nothing good has ever come from him. And I challenge anybody to tell me otherwise. This is somebody who came to bring heaven on earth. Now look at, we are going through hell under his watch. Through hell. No single thing that you can say, yeah, this area, Tinubu have done so well, oh, he has stopped corruption, oh, he has stopped insecurity, oh, farmers are now back to farm, oh, we have food, oh. So, in what way are you going to praise this president, Esther? Tell me. Anybody that praising Tinubu, please give me the facts for praising him. What is that thing he has done that impacted on your life and in the life of ordinary Nigerians? These are facts we are talking about, not ordinary propaganda or falsehood. Real things. The money you are looking for, look at how they are wasting it up and down. This is just a tip of the iceberg. By the time you go into the executive, Esther, you will shed tears. I mean the executive proper. If you see what they are doing with our money, you in fact, you ask yourself whether you are dreaming. You will never believe it.
Barrister, the Northern Elders Progressive Group has called on governors in the Northwest region to cooperate with the Office of the National Security Advisor and other security agencies in pursuing dialogue with bandits to ending violence in the region. So this was a statement made today, all right? The coordinator of the group in the zone, Yusuf Abubakar, said the forum was encouraged by the efforts of the NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, and other stakeholders currently exploring non-kinetic measures to restore peace in the Northwest. So as it stands now, that is the approach they're taking. And guess what? Already, the Katsina State governor is already trying to do that, to have a negotiation or a dialogue with the bandits to end insurgency in the states. Now, the question is, this method has been adopted in the past before. Okay, it has been adopted in the past, but it never worked. The former Kaduna State governor, now Nasir El-Rufai, actually tried to do that. It didn't work over time because these guys will want to continue to collect money. Whatever peace initiative you want to get into with these individuals, they're never satiated. You will also have another group come up as well. Okay, so how many of these groups do they want to placate?
The question is, okay, I won't make it a question. I'll make it a statement. How can a sovereign government negotiate with criminals?
Hey, God.
I mean, because I don't know what name I'm going to call bandit. I don't know criminals. Like somebody killed on the street, or maybe injure somebody, commit an offense, and you are why are you not negotiating with them? Why do you take criminals to court? Somebody, I had a case of I saw one of a fallen complaint that they sent somebody who stole yam 23,000 was sent to 3 years imprisonment. Exactly. While somebody who stole, you can see the difference in law. That's why when I told you that Nigeria has 2 constitutions, people say I'm saying no. Hey, it's not right. Nigeria has only 1 constitution because I don't know where they get all this their own all these rules that this is the thing you should follow. Because you have a constitution. When it comes to some Nigerians, when it comes to Nigeria, you use the law. When it comes to certain people, the law doesn't work. And then you are telling me we have 2, we have only 1. So why is it working? Why would you look at it now? Somebody will something will happen. Go to prison. You see so many people there who don't even they'll commit an offense. Court will have said, okay, go home and settle it. They will jail the person or send the person to detention pending where the case is determined in court. And look at bandits, criminals who commit treason because they kill Nigerians, and the government is sitting down to negotiate with them. Does it make sense? That's why I'm saying that for us to reset this country back, it will take us 500 years or more, because I don't understand what we need to say about this. So if they come, if they bomb some place now, you come them and begin to negotiate with them. Okay, what do you want? You have bombed it, you have bombed it. We'll pay you not to bomb another place.
Governor Umar Rada, who had previously distanced himself and his administration from talks with criminal groups, now eventually admitted that the truce has already restored stability in some affected areas. There was a time we got an exclusive report that, you remember when what's his name, El-Rufai, actually said that in a recent interview. He categorically stated that the governors still pay terrorist money monthly. He said he has information on ground that these governors are paying these guys. I remember that the NSA and the security operatives asked him what proof does he have.
Yeah, the proof has come out now.
Yeah, now, so apparently Rada had been fingered to be one of the governors that was doing so, but he distanced his administration from those participating in talking with the bandits. But right now, as it stands, it's not just something that they have decided to commence. They have commenced it because
they've
he
been
said
doing
they
it
have
for a
received
while.
peace and stability in some regions. So all the while the accusation came up was actually true, but the public perception. So they wanted somebody from an authority to say something, and when Nuhu Ribadu said it, they now eventually admitted that they are negotiating with terrorists.
Please, I want to say something. Let me bring your mind back. Why was Fubara suspended? They said there was a bomb. Was it not? They said pipeline explosion. Why did you know? Why did the government not negotiate with them?
Before
yes, you didn't do that. You sent, you immediately removed the governor. You immediately installed a military X-man administrator there. You immediately took over the whole the country. I mean the state. You immediately took over directly by the president. You didn't negotiate with those. You allege that the bomb, the pipeline. You took over immediately with this. Everybody was surprised. And now we discover that even where it was worse, where we saw evidences, clearly you are even negotiating with them. You are even persevering them. You are it's like you have a child, and the child is a criminal, and each time you come home, you give him money not to do the crime tomorrow.
Barrister, apparently he's saying that due to the locally made community peace initiative, that's what it is being tagged as, they are able to resolve crisis in 4 of their frontline local governments out of the 8 that they already have.
Esther, the people that the North are trying to pacify are their foot soldiers. As far as they are concerned, those guys are not criminals. So they are keeping them for something. That is the ultimate end game, whether you like it or not. Because when Erufai said it, he was very specific that they are paying them 1 billion naira. It was very specific. And to tell you that all this is a joke, did the Erufai and those 6 ADC members, did they answer the police today? Was it not yesterday 8 that they said they should come? Did they answer them? Did you hear that heaven fall?
No, Erufai, they did not go. They went back to the police.
Oh, see, you can see. But they said they are giving them yesterday. So when police and the DSS want to play prank, that's what they do. As if they are doing something. Meanwhile, they are not even doing anything. I keep telling you that don't listen to these people. Whatever they say to you before the press, before the camera, that is not the real instruction. The real instruction is given behind closed doors. That is why they don't do anything. Yesterday be today, Tinubu said that they should go and reject their military strategy or whatever. I said, so this is the first time you are saying it, Abi. This is the second time. This is the third time, Abi. All the one you said before, what happened? What result did he produce? So, my dear, you say this insecurity. Like I've always told you, there is something behind it. Very soon, Nigerians will find out. Because this thing cannot be ordinary. Imagine negotiating with bandits on what ground? So that there will be peace, Abi. You can see. Tell me, if you now specify a bandit today, have you given him job? What is going to sustain him and that your peace? What? The only business he knows is what? Violence and terrorism. So if he becomes hungry, he will not say, okay, we made a peace with these people, let us remain hungry, Abi. They will go and look for what to eat. And what do they want? They eat with violence. That means you can never satisfy a terrorist. A terrorist is a terrorist. That is why America don't negotiate with them. That is the truth all over the world. People that have studied the idiosyncrasy of terrorists, they understand it better. These guys have no other business than eating through violence. So when you say you have made peace with them, you are wasting your time. It's a matter of time before they come back. Is that not what frustrated Erufai? When he took money and told us that he went to the Sahel to pay them to stop killing Nigerians. At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, what
intensified.
So the man got frustrated.
More money.
So after trying something more than 5 times, it did not work. You are still trying it again, Esther. No, tell me. You can see why I'm not happy with Northern leader, what they are doing. Okay, these other people who are agitating in the south here, have they even said, okay, federal government, why not talk to these people now? Since their own is just agitation for self-determination.
Maybe even negotiate with Kanu. Kanu, you've heard him like.
Have you ever heard or seen the federal government talking with IPOB members? Or other spirits? I don't know. Have you ever called for a meeting and say, come, let's discuss it? But look at how they are pampering terrorists. Is that not why these guys are increasing in number?
It's not balanced at all.
No, is that not why they are increasing?
Balanced. How will you be negotiating with terrorists?
Elsa, let me tell you why.
So that means you're telling us that your security apparatus is not.
So what have you been spending money on?
You are using them for something. Listen very well. Why do you think that these guys are increasing in number? As I talk to you now, you have 5 different terrorist groups in Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
So when they say that you have negotiated with this group or these people, they say,
there's
they
money.
More people will now
they
enter.
Invite others
they
come
in.
Money is
you
here.
Can see they are spreading from the northeast to north central to northwest.
Look at Kwara. Kwara is going through it right now.
It is a stone through from Kwara. You have entered southwest. So are you aware?
Wow.
From Kwara, if it not take up to 30 minutes walk, you enter Ekiti. You enter Ekiti
or your state.
Oyo.
That's why Igbo that time that was why Igbo. See what DSS did to Igbo. So, they didn't call him for negotiation. They went to attack him straight.
Let me be on record.
No, that was under Buhari's order.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, now.
It was in this dispensation that that kind of thing would have happened.
Look at
I didn't.
Hold on. If terrorism is still continuing in the southwest here, under a man who come from the southwest, please, is it when he leaves something that it will stop? You heard what you said yesterday about Ogun State and what is going on there. And if these things have continued under the watch of Tinubu in his own region, at what point would it now stop? Esther, tell me. You mean when Tinubu leaves office, that when they will stop, Abi? Then by that time, the people of Southwest will now start fighting and they say, this thing is too much. But when your man was there, what did he do? You will not talk now. You see how I have problem with people. Nobody have told him, look, use your position now, because from all indication, we know the people that are causing this terrorism. We know them. Why not call them out? Why not call a spade here, for God's sake? Esther, why are we pampering terrorists?
Barrister, let's take a very short break. We'll continue with the conversation.
God.
Starts now.
Customer, welcome. Wetin you wan buy?
I wan buy changeover cut-out fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See am here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cut-out fuse and distribution board, Nipo cut-out fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cut-out fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cut-out fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish o. Slatter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J na you people.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku, and obviously I have right here in the studio Barrister Darlington Agumore and Mr. Lawal Ekundayo. We're streaming live on YouTube. We hear some of you complain that you can hear us in some locations. Kindly go onto YouTube right about now. You'll definitely see us there and be part of the conversation. We don't want to exclude you on what we were talking about today. And trust me, there's quite a lot that needs to be talked about, because I don't understand what's going on in some sections of our polity. Barrister Darlington Agumore, we were still speaking on the situation of insecurity, and you were making comparisons as to the imbalance. Why in some other regions the terrorists are being pampered and taken care of, in other regions it's kill at sight. Do whatever you have to do at sight. No proper prosecution, no trial. Sometimes you don't even know if the victims are, or
Guilty
the persons
or
you
not.
apprehended are guilty or not. You just, possibly because they're in a certain region, you just do what you had to do. So the question is, what is the fear? And does this actually stipulate that our security apparatus, our security team, or our security structure is underwhelmed in defeating these individuals for them to consider having to negotiate with these guys?
No, that's what they are told. They are working on orders.
They're working on orders.
Yes.
Orders from who?
From above, as usual.
Above? I don't
Yes.
want to believe that the president will allow such a thing.
No, I just said the orders from above. Oh.
There is somebody
It could-
above the president.
It could be Satan, oh. It could be anybody. But
Satan is in charge of our government.
no, order from above, Esther. It can be anything above.
Anything above.
The
only order from above is either the only person above every other above right now in Nigeria, aside from any form of spirituality, is the president. So is there any above from the president?
Listen very well. When Buhari was in office, military and police were giving orders, not coming from Buhari. Is it not on record that they were receiving orders from above, and that above is not from Buhari? At least he told us so that he was not aware. Is there anything you ask Buhari and he told you that no? He will tell you, I am not aware. Is that not what happened? Meanwhile, orders were being carried out.
You will not take action.
So what are you telling me? Is that okay? Now Tinubu is not at home. Who sacked the man with working with Shetima? Who sacked him? Are you not aware? So one of
It was yesterday.
Is
On
Tinubu-
creative something.
Good. Is Tinubu at home? These other issues that are happening today, invitation of Showore, was it Tinubu that ordered it? Is he at home? So that's what I'm telling you. This president, when they want to run away from their responsibility, they will look for somebody to say, I am not aware. Somebody took responsibility, somebody acted on my behalf. And this special assistant, people like Bayo Ononuga, they always issue statements and say that the Tinubu said it, or one other highly placed official said it. Is that not how Nigerian government is run? No, tell me now. So, order can come from above, can be anybody. In fact, above can be Bayo Ononuga.
Okay.
It can be Bayo Ononuga.
Well, apparently, Oshowore has disclosed a private WhatsApp exchange with presidential spokesperson Bayo Ononuga, who urged him to delete a social media post describing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a criminal. And Oshowore said Ononuga contacted him directly, insisting that his interpretation of Tinubu's speech in Brazil was a misfire. And you know, during the official engagement in the South African community, they declared that there is no more corruption in Nigeria. So Oshowore referred to the president as a criminal, and since then the DSS wrote and asked him, in fact they wrote to Elon Musk saying that they want them to deactivate Showore's X accounts. And then aside from that, Elon Musk, I think, wrote to Showore. I don't think they saw anything necessary for them to, deactivate his account.
He did
And
lie.
Bayo Ononuga now wrote to Showore. So my question is, normally what the DSS does on cases like this, or in cases like this, is to go immediately in the middle of the night to apprehend the person. They don't even give you any chance to talk or whatever. We've had several cases where persons came out to openly criticize the president on Facebook and their sons and the vice. They went to their homes very early in the morning and took them away. Up to now, we don't even know where they are. The other one is in prison while her case is in court. So the question is, how come that kind of procedure did not take place with Showore?
It is always like that with Showore. I've said it. They should start distracting us with this matter.
You think it's a distraction?
It's a distraction, Esther. Look at, they gave him 7 days. They gave him 3 days. How many people has the DSS given such an opportunity and privilege? How many? Please, can you mention one person that DSS wrote a letter or sent a message and say we are advising you to do so thing within so time. Let somebody come and tell me one person they are giving. So whenever they want to play this plan, they should not play it on us. Look at how many cases they have invited police. They have invited the Showore to court or to police. None of them have seen the light of day. Immediately they invite him to the police station. After bail, the matter dies. Immediately he go to court. After bail, the matter dies. Mention one case like this that Showore have gone in for. Of all the cases that have been inviting him. So when they want to play this plan, they should slow down. We have more important issues. Let them go after those things and stop distracting us. Tinubu will allow you to go and jail Showore, the same person he brought out of prison, abi? Was it not Tinubu that released Showore when he entered office? Because Buhari detained him for treasonable felony. Is that not true? It was the Tinubu government that brought him out and even declared that he has no case to answer. So Tinubu will now put him back into cell, abi? Look at it's not possible. So let them stop playing those plans. We are tired of their shenanigans. You are warning him for what? Warning him for what? There is freedom of expression in our statute books. If you think he has done something wrong, even there is the law against defamation and slander and libel, go to court. After all, Tinubu have been going to court in US. So what is wrong with going to court in Nigeria? If you think that somebody has offended you, Donald Trump, there's nothing Americans did not tell Donald Trump. Go and check it out. There is nothing on earth. Even the congressman we spoke with this evening, he said it that Donald Trump has a lot of messy baggages with him, and Americans are aware, and said the matters are in court. That even when he finish, it's likely Donald Trump will go to prison when they are just waiting for him to finish his presidency. That is where law works. That is where people have sanity. That is where government works. Not in Nigeria. We are going to leave important issues that are troubling us. And we'll be chasing rats. Bayo Ononuga is advancing in Showore. The man that threatened the Oga wife, what did he say to the man? The man that declared that God told him that they should quit Yoremi Tinubu. Up to today, DSS didn't hear that case. They didn't, Abi. They didn't know when it happened.
Barrister, we have a lot to discuss today.
Can you imagine?
But I want to open the phone lines on time. But let's look at these two issues, okay? They're very vital for us to look into them. I'm sure you heard about the recent situation with the president. Apparently, he has raised to the U.S. court demanding FBI, DEA to keep his personal records secret. They cited privacy rights. So the question that came to the mind of everyone is, how is the president's record meant to be kept secret? The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where everything about you is supposed to be in the public space. In fact, all your details, how much you make, the businesses you own, your home, your family, your school, every record of yours is meant to be in the public space. So my question now is, what exactly is the essence of keeping the lead on that? If you want to access any president of the country, go on Google. You just click on them, you find out everything about them. Emmanuel Macron, the person that the president likes to visit most of the time, even the St. Lucia prime minister, all their records are in the open. So what precisely is it that they want to cite privacy reasons?
Esther, they don't catch Mugu.
Who be Mugu, Barrister?
African leaders are their Mugu.
Oh.
If Mugu no for guy, man no go chop. Abi no? You think that this in America secret agents are doing with Tinubu is for nothing, Abi? Money is exchanging hands.
Money
is exchanging hands.
In what sense?
Big money. I am telling you, they are making Nigeria because of this Tinubu matter. They cannot be an asset for nothing. An asset for what? After all, Nigeria is a non-aligned nation. So we don't have any secret of the opposition to give America now. If it is a communist state, we say, okay, maybe they are getting some information from China or Russia to give America. We don't have such alignment now. So the only thing here is that they are sucking our mineral resources and our money. Nothing else. The woman the vice chancellor of that CSU university, whose signature appeared in good on Tinubu's certificate. The woman came to that university 17 years after Tinubu have left. And you heard what that woman said about her signature on that certificate. Esther, ask me how that matter ended. Why the woman did not go to court? You mean she just left the matter like that, Esther? Is it possible? Because if I say it now, I say, do I have evidence? So you want to tell me that this active assets that the Secret Service are talking about is for nothing, Abi? What do you think is going on, Esther? And we are looking for our money right, left, and center. I am very, very sure that these people must be blackmailing Tinubu.
Why? Why are you saying that?
Why am I saying that? If not, why? They said it themselves now that the man is an active asset. And for that reason, they will not release his record. Is it not you rub my back, I rub your back? You mean they are keeping that record? They are hiding that record for nothing, Esther. Is it possible? No, tell me, what interest do they have? If not for what? Ulterior motive. Pecuniary gains. And Tinubu is ready to play ball to save his what? Image. Unfortunately, this image is not going away. I told you that whether in or out of office, Tinubu will never clean this image. It can never happen. It can never happen, Esther. Have you seen why investors are not coming? Because this thing that happened in US just recently, it has gone viral all over the world. People have seen it.
Well, Barrister, the motion asks the court to enforce exemptions under the U.S. Privacy Act and Freedom of Information Exemption 7C, which protects individuals' law enforcement records from disclosure if releasing them would constitute an unwarranted invasion of privacy. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers said Mr. Greenspan's FOIA filings, which sought the entire FBI file on the Nigerian leader as well as DEA documents, were not aligned with the core purpose of FOIA, which is to eliminate government activities. Instead, they said the activist was attempting to use the U.S. transparency law to influence political disputes in Nigeria. So in conferring prior to filing this motion, the plaintiff asserted that the court already resolved the issue of whether exempt records must be produced, despite not having heard from intervener. Mr. Tinubu's attorney said in their filing that the court appears to have chosen this language because the agencies can still assert exemptions to the production of records. So on Monday afternoon, Mr. Greenspan asked the court to ignore Mr. Tinubu's plea, saying the Nigerian leader has been using his position to pursue opposition leaders and others critical of his administration. Mr. Tinubu's legal team, however, insisted that his privacy rights remains intact even though he is a public figure. They cited past U.S. court precedents affirming that government officials, by virtue of their positions, do not surrender all rights to personal privacy. The president's lawyers further argued that Mr. Greenspan's interest in obtaining decades-old investigative files dating back to the early 1990s does not advance a legitimate public interest, but instead serves the activist for-profit website plainsight.org, which publishes records to drive online traffic.
I don't think so. You know why? The lawmaker we spoke, the congressman we spoke with this evening, said that eventually those records will be released.
But when would they be released?
No, it will.
When the president is no more the president.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. After all, the 2027 is still coming. The 2027 is still coming. That record will be, because you can see what we are talking about, Esther. Okay, look at it this way. Up to today, how many Nigerians know the genealogy of Tinubu? And where he came from, how he grew up, his childhood. Are you not supposed to know this? The schools he attended to. Esther, are you not supposed to know this about your president? Tell me, this is a man that is being fed with taxpayers' money. He's living on our money. And you are not supposed to know. You employed somebody to work for you, and you don't have the record of that person, Esther. Where is he done? You don't know where he came from. You don't know his parents. You don't know anything about him. Please, where is it done in the whole world? These are things that we are talking about. How can you be living on secrecy in a high office like the president of Nigeria? Esther, in a Senate claim, the National Assembly ought to have investigated how Tinubu became an active asset to a CIA agent in America.
They are busy chasing Natasha.
These are things they should be doing, because it can never happen in a U.S. National Assembly that a president of America has been accused of being an active asset to a KGB.
Maybe China.
To a KGB. And he's still in office. No, tell me that it's possible. It's not possible. It can never happen. They would have advised him to resign in the first place, so that they can look into the books and know everything about him. But here, look at what we are doing, Esther. Look at. How can you come and invest in a country where this man is the president? Esther, can you do that comfortably? No, tell me. It's like pouring water on a bottomless pit. The people you are talking to, as long as you are talking with them, they'll be looking at their smartphone. Your data is coming out. Everything about they are reading it. By the time you turn back, they say, bye-bye, sir. See you next time. That's the end of the matter. Why have they not been coming next time?
Barrister, we need to open the phone. Finally, supporters of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, ahead of the 2027 presidential election, have begun reaching out to opposition heavyweights, including Labour Party's Peter Obi, in a bid to form a grand coalition strong enough to challenge the APC and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Lawal, this is coming to you first. Now, with the APC hierarchy already backing Tinubu for re-election, the People's Democratic Party zoning its presidential ticket to the south, the 2027 contest is shaping into an all-southern affair. But party insiders who spoke very recently with Vanguard said top PDP leaders, particularly from the north, have been mounting pressure on Jonathan to throw his hat into the ring. And this is where it gets a little bit quite interesting. So apparently, last night, there were speculations from inside sources that Jonathan had already met Peter Obi privately, but aides close to the former Anambra governor is dismissing the claim. Now, here is the thing. They actually want Peter Obi to shelve his presidential ambition, that is step down, form a major support with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, since some majority of the northern part actually want the Jonathan to go ahead, in 2027. Remember that the wife came and said they're not into it, but Jonathan is pursuing it because the information is still in the news that he is seriously considering this and he may very soon, declare his intention. So the meeting was to ask Peter Obi, okay, we want to work together, and they feel that Jonathan has a strong supposed hold on Peter Obi and that he's asking him to step aside or shelve his presidential ambition, that they need to become very united now if they intend to make sure that Tinubu does not win in 2027. But the big question is this. For example, this is what the source is saying. It is true that Jonathan's people want Obi to step down for him, but Jonathan himself is yet to meet Obi. I can assure you that Obi is committed to his cause of rescuing Nigeria. So there is a source from Jonathan's camp and there's a source from Obi's camp. The source from Obi's camp is saying none of that happened. The source from Jonathan's camp is saying that Jonathan actually wants Obi to step down his ambition and work with Jonathan. But they have not met. Jonathan has not met Obi yet. So the question is, what is this? Is it because Obi has been quiet? Is it because of the intimidation that some of the ADC members are going through now? What do you think would be for those who are frontlining for Peter Obi?
It's funny. You see, I'm adjusting the mic very well so that I can speak clearly, because it's funny. You are telling somebody who is more popular to step down for somebody who's less popular, because I know that Obi is more popular than Jonathan.
It's not about popularity now.
See,
it's not about popularity now. It's about tact. It's about tactics, strategy.
So no. I'm telling you that you are telling. It's tactics. Why not tell Jonathan to step down for Showore? Yes, because it's about tactics. Have you? Because Showore has been talking. You should have told him to step down. What type of tactics is it? No matter what you do, even if you rig election, you get it. You still come back to game of number in democracy. You still come back to it, because when the people refuse to fight for that mandate. That means they accepted their fate. Is that not it? That's it. But when the majority say no, this is not what we voted for, this is what we voted for, and they rose up against that impunity, that's the majority. Eventually the government will have to listen to the people, or else the country will boil. That's the way it happens. That's where people defend their democracy. So you are now telling Jonathan, and I'm advising Jonathan, because Jonathan has piled up a lot of credibility for himself when he left that thing for congratulated Buhari. Yes, really. In fact, people have forgotten most of his errors. They've forgotten most of his errors. He has built up a new clean sheet for himself. So let him go into the Nigerian government and trash everything, because they'll start bringing it back to him. You get? They'll start bringing him back to him. So for them to be saying, and another thing, we still have a big hurdle to cross. That hurdle is a constitution that says that you cannot be sworn into office twice.
There are talks that.
So how do you change that? You'll be using the word and or the way they did it in Abuja case, Abi Barrister. You'll be doing the hand or case here and there. Think you can always get away with everything. You don't know what this one will cost in this country. When you think by the time they now start it and say no, the constitution says twice, you are swearing it 3 times, and then I mean, I don't know. See, we should begin to put aside our ambition, because I don't know what he wants to go there to do again. And we have somebody. You're
hearing that it's this northerners, the northern bloc, who actually want him to come, because
what is the northern bloc? You have people say northern bloc wants I'm coming. One article. Wait, Esther.
With Jonathan's this term that he can't constitutionally he can't come.
Listen, the same northern bloc is telling article. You get it? Behind the article. The same northern bloc is behind Tinubu. The same northern bloc is behind Jonathan. The same northern bloc is behind El-Rufai. The same northern bloc is behind Obi. How many northern blocks do we have? I don't know. Maybe northern buildings, because there are so many buildings in the north. You can see the way Nigerians come in, and then you have some of these people, when they want to create mischief, they come in and begin to cause problem up and down.
In reaction to what you just said, Barrister Darlington, a coalition of associates from Nigeria's southwest geopolitical zone convened on Sunday, September 7, to review the nation's political and peace situation, and with a specific focus on the administration of President Bola Tinubu following a series of extensive debates. The group issued a resolution stating they are prepared to call for a dissolution of the 1914 amalgamation that created Nigeria. According to a joint statement released after the meeting, the resolution hinges on the alleged actions of what the forum described as selfish politicians from the north. The statement claims that these individuals are attempting to disrupt the country's economic recovery under President Tinubu's leadership. The newly appointed chairman of the Yoruba Organizations Forum stated that if some selfish politician from the north will not allow the rebuilding of the Nigerian economy, we have no other country to go than Nigeria. We have resolved to call the rest of the Yorubas to divorce the 1914 amalgamation and ask President Tinubu to build the Yoruba economy for us. He further accused opponents of the President Tinubu of hypocrisy. He said when it is the North's turn to produce the president, we maintain peace and decorum to allow them to do so. But during the South's turn, they either cause division within the South or compete with the South. If they cannot wait for their turn for natural justice and equity politically, then we call 1914 quits. The chairman concluded his remarks by emphasizing these selfish political moves from people who want to split Nigeria should be resisted, or the amalgamation will go.
They don't even know what they are saying. They just gather some set of people who don't know their right from their left, and they come out and be talking to Nigerians as if they are talking to 1-year-old babies that do not know what they are saying.
Go ahead, please.
Now, Esther, listen very well. You see the northern oligarchy. They don't want to be out of power for one day. The only business they not have in Nigeria is power. Give them power, you can take every other thing. Everybody is aware of these things. That is why they have left the real problem that is troubling their region, which is insecurity, and they are talking of power. Buhari was there for 8 years. What benefit did they not have or get from him? What benefit? Nothing. They are even lamenting about Buhari's tenure. And now Tinubu have come in. For reason best known to him, he chooses to follow the Buhari way, and the thing has equally backfired. Now let me ask you, Esther, this northern elite that are shouting at, how many years have they been in power since independence? Is it not more than that of the south? They have forgotten all this since Abi. They have forgotten. All the years their brothers in the military were doing parallel school, changing themselves and all that. All the 36 states that is in place now, it was the military from the north that created all of them. The north have forgotten all these things. So what is this noise about the south and the north having more shots to the presidency than the other region? Of what benefit are those things to anybody? Buhari was there for 8 years. What did the north benefit from them? You see, the situation is just that most people don't even know how to analyze this without running into a problem. Because you may be saying that the north, they meant well, they want to take power from Tinubu because of bad leadership. But Buhari was there for 8 years. Unfortunately, the people from the south here, they did not even complain when Buhari was doing whatever he was doing, because APC from this certain part, led by Tinubu, they didn't want to disturb Buhari. They didn't want to. Meanwhile, it was for this reason that maybe Tinubu came on board, because they did not believe that he helped their brother to be the president. Therefore, they must help him. And now, look at where everything is going to. So what I'm saying is that it is now time, Esther. Listen very well. Nigerian people, it is now time for you to rise up and break this jinx called north and south. Because the Nigerian state that I know, the way it is structured or created, there is nothing like that. In 1914, they were amalgamated by Lord Lugard. So we are one according to this structure. So where is all this north and south coming from? It is this one for north, this one for... the people in the north, are they from the same tribe, the same religion, the same parents? Or the same ethnic group, as you say, yeah, they are one. You know it's not possible, you know. So why are we making things that are not possible? Why are we trying to create problems where there should be none? These other states that are moving forward, in America today, where you copy this democracy, Esther, do you have this type of population that people from the north, they have ruled now America for 10 years. Therefore, these other ones, it is now your turn for 5 years. These are mundane things.
But
it happens
the idea is that they know that the north would always have an advantage. So if you leave things the way they are, they may continue to rule and rule and rule because of population.
Hold on,
so that's what brought in the gentleman's agreement.
Listen very well. Now, on what basis will they not continue to rule? Is it not when you allow it? No, it is when you allow it, because from the 25% of the states, you can't get all of them from the north now. They still need you from the south here. So on what basis will they not continue to rule? It is only when out of selfish interest you now continue to align with them.
Yes.
You align with them. So you hand over this thing to them and you are claiming that they have been ruling. No, the north are not more populated though. They are not. If they are, when Jonathan wanted to conduct a proper census for Nigeria, Kwakwanso he drove himself from Kano to Abuja, went to Jonathan and said, come, you see this man, Festus Odimogu, who you want to be MPC man, chairman, National Population
Commission,
Census man, Commission man. You know he came from the Brewil. He had taken a lot of beer and the man is drunk. Remove him if you want second term. Kwakwanso, that's what he told him. So if they are very comfortable with the population as they claim, will such a thing come up? Esther, will such a thing come up? I am giving you facts here to tell you that some of these things that not are claiming, it is not there. Esther, it is not there. The only thing that now want to leverage on Nigeria is the terrorists. That's why they want to the bandit to remain. The terrorists, that is the only thing they are leveraging on now. So that whenever you don't agree with what they will unleash this boss against you. I even pity Obi if he goes into that place. I pity Obi. I'm not joking. So
do you think he should kukuma step aside?
I know he cannot.
He cannot.
But I know what these are the only thing they not have now as a leverage against the rest of us. This terrorism. Anybody that goes there now and doesn't do things their way, they will unleash these mad dogs and claim it was insecurity.
But Jonathan did well for them, and still they were not happy with him to continue.
Esther, when we hear that somebody is Oliver Twist, what do you think? They want everything for themselves and nothing for you, as if they are the owner of Nigeria. It is when you and I over here decide that no, enough is enough. Esther, I swear to Almighty God, the day the southwest, the southeast and the south come together and tell the north, we have seen since independence how you have been acting with impunity and arrogance, how you have been mortgaging our progress.
So what is
how you have been doing this
together?
At this point now, you see, it is either you stop this your mad dog from disturbing the whole country, or you move, you go your way with them.
So what is stopping
that
the
day,
southwest south and the southeast from what is causing the division? Because that's the talk that when for the south they're also always divided, but for the north they always have one
that
voice.
is not true.
Let me tell you why. It is because of people like Tinubu.
Hey, Barris.
Hold on, I'm coming. No, hold on, I'm coming.
Tinubu put boy
Did
for
he
your
not?
armpit.
Hold on, listen very well. Did he not sell out even the southwest here because of Buhari? Don't tell me, is that not true? Mention one thing. Tinubu took part in the southwest when Buhari was in office. Even when Buhari was suppressing the southwest, Igboho and co, did the Tinubu utter a word? Tell me, did he utter a word? He was doing it just that they can warm his heart into the northern part, so that they can accept him. Is that not what happened, Esther? Tell me. He has now they are now using him. They are not using it. So any other person, that's what they will continue to do.
And another thing, if I may contribute, is that I keep saying it that the most, I don't understand. Maybe I should be careful of the word. These people they call North Central. I keep telling them that you mortgage the future of your generation, your land to the north by calling yourself North Central, and they are taking over you. It hasn't been a stand alone. Then you can negotiate. Oh, these people will favor me. Oh, let me align with these people. These people will favor me. Oh, let me align. You can align to the north. You can align to the west or south. Because you stand alone. They said no because they went to the north. Now they are being overshadowed. That's why you don't see them being appeared along the line. Kwara.
They're usually needed during election.
Thank you. That's where they are needed. That's where they are needed, and they are giving peanut like give them one small offices here and there, and that is that. The whole power now goes to the core north, the one north
central states. They are really being bedeviled by serious insecurity.
That's what their leaders did to them. Now they mortgage them.
Listen, because that north central, they are mainly dominated by Christian faith.
They are not even Hausa now. They are not Fulani. They are now Hausa now. They are totally different.
They want to bring them into their fold. That's why they are pushing all these terrorists from outside Nigeria into their area. All these people that have dominated Benue villages, go and check. They are not from Nigeria. That's why they are occupying
Niger State, Plateau, all this Taraba.
So you can see that it's a deliberate effort because they realize that the North Center is no longer aligning with them. And so they have to put in their own persons in that particular community so that they will be in large number in case of census. Because these people, they'll be counted in census. I hope you know. They'll be counted. And by the time they finish, they will not tell you that Muslims are 80%, Christians are 20%.
Moreover, many of these people cannot even tell where they come from. If you ask them, where is your ancestral home? All these people being given this, censor or whatever, even collecting this national ID card. You ask them, where do you come from? Tell us. I've interviewed some of them moving in Lagos. They will categorically tell you that they are from Nigeria.
Are you not here?
I have seen them many times. They will tell you where they came from, but they have a national ID card of Nigeria.
Were you not here when some people from Niger and Kaduna were taking the slot of Lagos State indigenous in the military?
It's true.
Did you not discuss it here?
Yeah, we did.
So you can see what is that. So that's why we see all these things when they say the north is determined. It's not the north that determines this thing. It's just some people who don't see their value, have been taken over, and then they say they have more states. It's not true. That middle belt, go and look at that. That middle belt is middle belt of Nigeria. It's not North Central. It's middle belt.
Imagine if the South is here. At least Tinubu is a Southerner. Abi? Imagine if you were to treat everybody here equally, especially the people of the Southeast. You give
especially
them,
the people of the
Southeast, yes, give them a sense of belonging, so that we can speak with one voice for once. I regret the death of Awolowo. If Awolowo had a child, all this thing would have been settled long ago.
You think so?
I am telling you, because that was his principle. He understand. Because if you check, we have lost so much ground because of the North. So much ground. we have not made one single progress because of this northern insecurity and all that. We have not.
I'm telling you,
We
Nigeria
have
is so
not.
badly
Meanwhile, the resources is coming from the south here. Esther, look at it. The resources is coming. Can you imagine? 87% of the oil well in the Niger Delta belong to northerners. Almost all of them have a oil well. Almost all of them. Oil well that belong to another region. Meanwhile, the gold and the silver and other precious precious metals
yes,
in the north. No southerner has a hand in it. You dare not. Look at that.
That's why they use the word illegal miners.
Look at that. And meanwhile, Tinubu is a southerner. He ought to know better. Yet, we are not seeing anything. Esther, it's even worse here. You treat these people from your own side of the country as if they don't matter. But when they know to do, you keep quiet, you pretend, you pamper them.
I heard that, we're terrestrial now. I think our audience can hear us. Please, if you can hear us, I would like you to call. I don't know if you follow through most of your conversations. We saw most of your messages telling us you can get us on radio. I tried to respond to some of you on WhatsApp by saying you can join us via YouTube. But I've gotten some feedback now that we are actually out. So I would like to know if you can hear us, and if you can, please, you can call into the program. We are actually sorry that we've been having this technical issue since yesterday, but we've been here. We've been streaming on YouTube since the program is meant to commence. So the number to call is 08036929933, 08036929933. Okay, and you can send us WhatsApp messages on 0817-1756-338, 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
I can't hear you.
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
Okay. Kunle.
All right, Mr. Kunle, welcome. Please go ahead. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Amuwo Odofi.
Amuwo Odofi. All right, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
It has been difficult getting you things.
We're sorry. We're so sorry.
I don't know what the topic is about.
Wow. We discussed quite a lot, sir. We discussed quite a lot. We've actually been on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're so sorry. But can you hear us now? You can hear us now on radio, right?
I'm hearing you clear.
Okay. Okay.
I've been tuning in since.
Okay. How long did you get the signal? How long now?
It was immediately I got the signal. That was when I put the
You
call.
called. All right. We're so sorry. We've been talking since actually 7 o'clock, but we're on YouTube while the engineers were working on the transmitter. We discussed on Showore. He actually said he's not going to retract his statement on what he said concerning the president, calling the president a criminal. We discussed on Katsina State Governor Umar Brada actually telling us now that they're negotiating with bandits, and they've been negotiating, and that's why they have some form of peace in some of the local governments. We also talked about the Nigerian police spending billions of naira to buy 85 cartons of biscuits for the police in the service force, which is quite astounding. We discussed that. Then we also discussed the situation with Jonathan and Peter Obi, where there are secret talks that Jonathan is trying to plead with Peter Obi to step aside so that they can have a good formation and work ahead of 2027 to unseat the current APC administration, and that and a couple of other issues that were discussed as well.
The FBI.
Okay.
And the FBI case, I'm sure you heard the FBI case where the president actually wrote and said that they should please put a lead on his case. They're seeking enforcement of a judge order protecting the president's personal records with FBI and DEA.
Why should they protect? What are they protecting?
He said the person who is going after it wants to use it for political reasons against the president. And the person who... Yes, that's what the president's lawyers are saying. That the person, that is Aaron Greenspan, who actually went ahead with all of this court processing, that he wants to use it for political influence against the president. He wants to use it for politics.
That means it's not clean. That means it's a bad record. That means he had something bad hidden in it. So why? kí gbogbo ẹ bọ́ sí gbangba kárí kámọ̀
Baba don't go Yoruba. Baba don't go Yoruba.
Look at everywhere now.
Oh my God.
Now, Agbero has taken over government.
Baba, no verse, no verse.
Anywhere, Abuja, everywhere, Agbero. Waiting. Crime has become, I don't blame Chomorel, I don't blame him at all. That's because he talk for public. There are people when they talk about every day for beer parlor anywhere. They not criminal. But me I no follow them talk so. But ìwà wọn là ń wò, ìwà wọn báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ṣe sí, báwo la ṣe níjọba wọn sí. Look, in one area now, if you know ShopRite.
Yes, sir.
Every evening, some boys will come out in Festac ShopRite in Ria Crystal Estate. Boys will come out in the evening and start collecting money from passers-by. Most especially, they will say they are looking for commercial sex workers who are roaming about the street. They will collect 1,000 naira from them every day. Every day. When you see the way you dress, a lady that is not properly dressed, they will challenge her. So one day, I was going with a friend of mine, a female friend who was a naval officer. She just came back from Kaduna. She was a rating before, a junior officer. So they asked her for money. She said, what? So in fact, I was the one that cooled her temper down that day. How can you be collecting money from people on the street? You will say they are coming to do prostitution, so they are making money. So therefore, they should give you your own percentage.
Yes.
I mean, people, I can't understand. And I'm serious. It's still happening now.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Let's take all the calls, okay? All right, so, thank you so much, sir.
God will help us.
Amen.
God will help us.
Amen.
People
all right.
People are hungry.
Yes, so true. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Adima, how are you?
Remy.
Okay, who are you?
It's Remy. He said, Odima, Remy, good evening. How are you, Remy? Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kunaya, Papa Darlington.
Good evening, sir.
Sir?
Esther.
Sir?
Somebody's birthday is next week.
O'Shea, we know.
I think we are going to eat anything. People just use mouth to do birthday these days.
We saw it on the news, so they didn't invite us. So.
Remy London.
Baba, yeah. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear your voice too, Remy. How are you?
You're welcome.
I'm not bad, man.
Welcome.
You see, Esther.
Sir.
Don't you know that we in Nigeria, we need to be paying attention. For some people to be eating this much biscuit, maybe biscuit is good for insecurity.
What was the result?
You never know. We never know. We need to investigate. We ask IG and we are the Joby and Benjamin. They will inform us and educate us. Now, Esther.
Sir.
Mobutu, former head of state of Congo. Before the independence of Congo, Mobutu was CIA agent.
Exactly.
And Mobutu was part of course, he was not a popular guy, but
they use
this guy, Patrice Mohamba, was just a clever, intelligent man with no conscious mind. You know, Mobutu actually was the agent that was used to kill Patrice Mohamba.
Yes.
But when Mohamba saw the danger, he forgave him. And Mobutu was sacked. Mohamba brought him back. And the man he forgave him. The man he brought back killed him. What I'm saying is this. Who on earth Who on earth have record with FBI or CIA? Who? I mean, we Nigerians, let's pay attention. Oh, I know radio platform like this, we are restricted to what we can say. But what I will advise people is this: educate yourself.
Exactly.
Inform yourself.
Exactly.
Go out and find things. When some people say, now, you know, why Mobutu was in government, even though Mobutu was stealing, he was killing, IMF, World Bank, they were busy saying, oh, he was doing well.
Yes,
he was.
Exactly.
Do you know that? I'm going to shut up now, I know you have time for more important thing. Do you know that Patrice Muamba was he was at the facilities protected by United Nations, and CIA and FBI and MI5, they make sure they find an agent in United Nations to expose Muamba to his destruction. Nigerians, educate yourself.
Meaning after they were done, after they had used him.
Of course.
Okay, interesting.
To add to what he said, it was this Mobutu Sese Seko. He dragged these three leaders, Shombe, Patrice Lumumba, and one other man. He dragged them in the streets of Kinshasa.
Hello, good evening. How are
until
you?
they died. Dragged them in a truck.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Dami from Baragwe.
All right, sir, please go ahead.
Please, I've been tuning into your station for some time, but it just as if it is scrambled.
Yes, we're so sorry. We had issues with the transmitter, and the engineers have been working on it since yesterday. So I think it just came up now, but we've been streaming on YouTube.
But it's clear to you there.
Well, it's clear right now, right?
All right. I was just worried.
No, we're okay.
That was
Thank
why
you.
I decided to call. I hope there are no other problems.
No, well, they're still working on it. So just let us know your location. If the sound is clear there, if you can get us clearly, I think then that means they're working.
No,
they're doing a
right
good job.
here, I'm hearing you clearly now, very
All
clearly.
right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Which area?
Good job, man.
All right.
Give
Thank
my
you, sir.
kudos to Barrister Darlington.
All right. Barrister Darlington is asking you which area again?
Badagry.
Badagry.
Long.
Very
And I'm
beautiful.
hearing you very clearly.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Have a
God
very
bless
good
you,
night.
sir. Yes. Good night. 08036929933. That's the number to call, and the WhatsApp number is 0817175633.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yes, good evening. Hi, how are you doing today?
I am fine, sir. What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Super, calling from the UK.
Oh, welcome, sir.
Super.
Okay, and I want to appreciate my able lawyer and the gentleman in your studio.
Miss
thank you.
Barrister, Mr. Lawal Kundar.
Yes, I love both of them and I want to appreciate them. God bless them and thank you very much for all what they do, all the time they keep enlightening us, telling us the truth. Nothing but the truth. These two gentlemen, I have known them for a long time. They always speak the truth. God bless them.
Thank you.
thank
Thank you
you,
so
sir.
much.
Okay, tell you what, I want to talk about Showore. Showore. Because I saw Showore timeline on Facebook, what Bayo or Nanuga sent to him. You see, because when I read all what Bayo and Nanuga sent to him about deleting the post, it looked like Bayo and Nanuga was pleading with him.
Yes, begging him.
You see, because I chuckled. I said, how can Bayo and Nanuga be writing this post, pleading with Showore, trying to explain that, oh, this is what the president meant, and this is not what the president meant. You know, just like my able lawyer said there, that all the arraign that the police, government is doing to this Showore, is all like the more you look, the less you see.
I'm telling you.
Tell me, if this thing happened to on another region, I don't want to mention, if this stuff, if it is another region that said that this man is a criminal, what do you think will happen? Do you think they will be pleading with him to delete those posts? Or would you think they will be writing him a letter to delete the post? Or they will bundle him?
Well,
I mean, it's I mean, I don't even know what to use. It's absurd, you know. It's so pathetic that we live in this kind of country and we say some kind of section are being treated fairly and the other ones are being treated like they are nothing to write home about. It's so terrible. Why can people like us want to come back home? We see all these things. We are concerned about what is going on in Nigeria, but the people out there, the leaders out there, don't even care about the people. Look at what is happening in Nepal. Nepal, they burned the parliament. The prime minister resigned. In fact, the news I'm hearing, breaking news now, that the prime minister's wife is dead because of they burned their presidential palace. It's high time Nigeria should wake up to be looking out for those kind of people. I'm not saying that anybody should take up violence, but look, there is one time that you push people to the wall, and they will know that look, this is getting out of hand, and they will react. Thank you very much, my dear sister. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
In Kathmandu now, they have cancelled flights. Flights don't go in there again because of this protest. I'm not joking. People have because of what? Corruption, though. Corruption.
Or is it like in Israeli Prime Minister, there was a shooting in Jerusalem,
the man had to go there.
He went there. 5
himself.
people were shot, actually. 5 people died, and the Prime Minister was there, straight up. Hello, good evening, how are you?
Yeah, good evening, Sister.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
I'm Mr. Peter Wija calling from Satellite.
All right, Mr. Peter, kindly go ahead.
I'm worried though. I thought maybe the woman has interrupted though.
No.
They don't like better thing though.
No. Well, we've been working on the transmitter since yesterday. Thank you.
Okay, you see, I really want to talk on what we talked yesterday.
Okay.
Coupling with today on. You know, one of the signs to know Mali is that he will not do the road that where he live. The way you know man is that he will collect money from anybody. He doesn't care.
Hello?
His history. And he will be running away from the kingsmen so that they will not tell him the history where he come from. So make Nigeria open their eyes. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter. 08036929933. Hello, Mr. Joval. Good evening.
Esther, Happy New Year.
Joval, where are you?
Barrister Darlington. I am calling because of you, Barrister Darlington.
Are you serious?
Are you serious, Joval?
I want to sue Esther, Barrister Darlington.
You want to sue her?
Yes.
Please give me the brief.
In fact,
it's about time. She's an APC woman.
I am dragging her to you to help me sue her. She doesn't pick my calls anymore.
In fact, I'm in a hurry to do that.
Mr. Joval is not deliberate. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Lawale Kudayo, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Esther, my slave, you don't want to pick call again. No wahala.
Sorry, sir. No, it's not deliberate at all. Trust me.
No problem. Barrister Darlington.
Yes, my dear.
In fact, it's been a while, though, but the truth is that I am not sure that we are headed anywhere in this country.
We are not. Seriously.
What we are talking about is what Peter B said when he said that, what language should I call it? Impartial justice now, if I can put it that way. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than the others. That is what it looks like. Meanwhile, we are supposed to be equal. And I hate the narrative that this government is dragging Nigerians. They have successfully dragged Nigerians into tribal issues now. They think they can confuse us.
It's really bad.
I want Nigerians to be focused. Let us not mind them. There is only one target, Barrister Darlington. Vote them out.
That's it.
Let us recover this country from those who have taken it away from us, who are not supposed to be in charge. Because if they are, like we keep saying, if a bag of rice just under Buhari, just yesterday, it's not too far, was sold for 25,000. Why is it now is 100,000? Nigerians should not be divided. Let us keep focused. Good evening.
Good evening, Joval. Thank you very much. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Welcome. What's your name, please?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. What's your name?
My name is Koka. I'm calling you from Ojo. The reception here is perfect.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much for that. The engineers have really
trying
worked.
to reach you, but thank God we're through now.
Thank
Then,
you.
Barrister Darlington.
Yes.
My brother Lawa, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I just want to let you know about the reception here and the hello to you. But one thing that just bothered me, although it's not part of what we're looking at this evening, I just got to know, from the report that 340 snakes and 17 numbers of scorpions were impounded at the airport. So you can see where Nigeria is going. Thank you.
40 snakes and 70 scorpions were impounded at the airport. Maybe there are some people who are into, Hello. Good evening. How are you? Whoa. Good evening, sir. How are you, sir? What's your name, sir?
My name is Obina, calling from Ejibo.
All right, Mr. Obina, welcome. Please go ahead.
What is happening in this country? We, the Igbos, have accepted to be one Nigeria. They are saying one Nigeria. We have accepted it wholeheartedly. But the character they are doing to us does not mean that we are one Nigeria. But it cannot be like this till the end of the world.
No, it's not possible.
It will change anytime soon. It may change. Hence, we have accepted to be one Nigeria. Let us be one Nigeria. Let us practice it. Igbos agreed to be one Nigeria, and they are practicing it by leaving their properties, scattered it all over Nigeria. Yeah. Everywhere they are building. We have accepted it, but the character they are following to us is not acceptable. Maybe it will change very soon. It can be. It is not permanent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. President, I read somewhere, was not on Twitter, somebody said that they were trying to make it seem as if it was Peter Obi's infused personality in our politics that caused what is currently going on, and that it would take years for things to be repaired. That the best thing is for him to step aside. Like, if he decides not to run in 2027 or decides not to participate in politics, then maybe the big tribal differences or the bigotry, whatever, from the supporters of the administration
will
stop.
Serious? Was it not going on before?
Where
I don't know.
Why do you read all this news?
No. It's all over. It's all over.
It doesn't make sense now.
That's what I told you. Don't listen to such rubbish.
No, it's almost like, okay, if he decides not to run, then maybe all of this attack would stop. And all.
No, you should tell the person that is attacking him not to run again. I mean now, barrister, the person that is attacking should be the one to keep quiet.
Hello, good evening.
Not the person they are attacking.
Igbos don't want to participate in politics.
Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Ugo from Ajibule.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, this APC government, when that they are doing, when their 2014 campaign, when they were holding their campaign, when APC wanted to enter this collect power, what they told us was, I remember we were buying bag of rice 7, 8, 10,000 naira, and buying fuel 100 naira and the rest of them. And these people told us that the amount we were buying rice was too much, and the amount we were buying fuel was too much. And we felt that we were talking to human beings, that we were listening to people who have meant well for this country. I thought APC would have developed the economy of this country, but if it's for the level at which thuggery and corruption is playing now, I am not surprised. I knew APC would be a very, as in thuggery, we have the kind of mouth that Nigeria would never see in this life. 2014, that was when I knew this thing. I was at Jibowu. Anybody that is staying at Jibowu, Fadeye and the rest of them will bear me witness. The way APC held campaign at Jibowu, if you were there, the fear will catch you. But for economy, I am surprised that APC could not do anything about the economy. That Nigeria economy became worse for the APC. I am surprised. But for the thuggery and this lawlessness that is going on, I am not surprised. I knew that was what will happen. Now, I don't know. There's something Madam Minister used to talk about Peter Obi coming on Facebook. Whenever Peter Obi come about on Facebook and people responding, I used to think that it was a joke. But Mr. Darlington, please, whenever you see anything Peter Obi, in fact, not Nigerians are hearing me. Anytime you see Peter Obi post on Facebook, don't mind what he say. Just go to the comment section. Just try and go to the comment section. That is where you will know how divided Nigeria really is. As if there are some particular set of people that have paid. Whether Peter Obi makes sense or whether it doesn't make sense. The way they are tackling this guy, as in, I don't know. Is it that let Nigeria share? I don't even understand. I just don't understand what these people really plan. Is let Peter Obi just say, hey, it's for Apple. People will talk, as in if you see the kind of comment, irrelevant comments. Hi, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. One would say is expected from all public figures. It's just like how Showere called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a criminal, and you say, okay, he's a public figure, so all of those backlashes and whatever will come on them. Barrister Darlington, we need to wrap up now, because now that the transmitter is back on and we're good, we have adverts and we have programs that needs to go. Mr. Lawa Ekundare, what's your take this evening before we wrap up?
Yeah, my take is that Nigeria is we keep falling. We need to be savaged, and the people that will do that is the Nigerians.
Okay.
We need to savage this country. We need to love one another. Europe, even though it broke into that number, they still come together to form Europe. There are so many countries that are independent on their own, and yet they form Europe. They came together mutually and formed that Europe, and they are stronger. The same thing, in so many other places. So it's not about the country, it's about the love that you share among yourselves. So don't let politicians divide us as they are used to. That's why their children, their relatives, they use our money to take them out of the country to a better place, and then they make the country, like ungovernable. What do I use? Unlivable for us. So it's our country. It belongs to all of us. We need to show love to one another. We need to savage this country. We need to make it a better place.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Darlington.
Esther, when the so-called bag of rice was 8,000, 9,000, 7,000, please, was anybody exempted from buying that rice at that amount, that time? Was it not for the whole Nigerians? So when this country is good, it's good for everybody. Those of you who are supporting, because I believe strongly that the people that are supporting APC and Tinubu in what they are doing, I ask you, on what ground are you doing that? Is it for them or for you or for Nigeria? Esther, these are the things I expect these people to answer. When they send you to go and cause problems somewhere, and you go there, you kill somebody, you do all sorts of things, on whose behalf are you helping Nigeria, or are you helping that person to achieve his selfish end? Meanwhile, your life is not better. You call yourself a political thug. Is that a profession? When they send you to go and do this or that, you don't ask yourself, Mr. Man, where are your own children? Send them to go and do it now. My dear, I am talking to you directly. You that they send as a political thug to go and do a. Be very careful, because you have a family. You are looking for, maybe you have a children. You are looking for to have even a wife and a children. Is that not true? By the time what you sow, when you start reaping it, don't complain. No, don't complain, because the Bible says whatever you sow you will reap. All the people that are causing this mayhem in Lagos State, beating others, killing others, collecting money, doing this, you are sowing a very dangerous seed for your life and for yourself. You will reap it. I'm not joking. Esther, a prominent Lagosian called Funshaw William, some people went and murdered him in his house. Up to today, we don't know who. If we don't know, God knows you. And in the fullness of time, you will reap it. You can never escape it. No matter what you do, no matter how big you are. That is why it is said that God is no respecter of anybody. When the time comes, you will reap the fruit. You people that are destroying Lagos, a good Lagos, that will grow into, all of a sudden now, Esther, even when you want to go and buy something somewhere, somebody will be waiting for you there and say, that money you want to buy something, give it to me, or let us share it. You can see stories going on in Lagos State. Someone will wake up. Someone, you are the governor of Lagos, wake up. You cannot tell me that your hands are tight. Wake up, because if you will destroy this Lagos, it may be very, very bad for everybody.
All right, Barrister Darlington, Mr. Lawal Ekundare, thank you so much for coming. Nigerians, I would implore you that this is the time for us to be together. We shouldn't let any of these sentiments divide us. Elections are way back they're ahead in 2027. We still have a year and to go. We need to survive before 2027. So let's not kill ourselves if we're languishing from the policies of the government, if things are not working right for us. But let's not kill ourselves. Let's not hurt ourselves. We only have ourselves to sustain ourselves. I'm going to share this experience. I don't want to share this experience. I don't want to attribute anything to it. So there was a day, PHCN officials, they were checking the, what do you call this, prepaid meter. They wanted to check that the numbers on the prepaid meter are lines. Maybe some people are taking advantage of it or whatever. So they want to ensure that this compound, this is the number on the prepaid meter that they can read, and that people are not bypassing in terms of paying for their whatever. So these officials came in. I led them into the compound. It was in the afternoon, and they climbed to check. And the first thing he asked me is, "Are you Igbo?" And I asked him, I said, "What's the problem with you asking me if I'm Igbo?" And I said,
"Is there Igbo prepaid meter?"
No, I said I don't know where that was coming from. He didn't mean anything though, so he wanted to compliment. I said, initially I said, "No, I'm not." He said, "But you look it, Igbo people are fine. You are very fair." I said, "Are you sure that's what you want to say?" I felt uncomfortable because I didn't understand where that was coming from. Like, why are you asking me where my state is or what my tribe is? You came to do your work. Agreed, he complimented, but I will not lie to you, because of the current things that we're going through, I was skeptical and I was afraid. So if I tell you that I'm Igbo, then what would you do? What will you say? A lot of things were going through my head. That is how one's psyche has become affected. Thank God it was just a compliment to say, "Okay, you look good," and all of that stuff, but that shouldn't be the first thing. That shouldn't be the first thing. That shouldn't be the start off of our conversation as Nigerians. It shouldn't be the start of our conversation. So please, I beg you, this is wrong. It's not right. We need to work together. That's the only way we can achieve what we actually want to achieve. My name is Esther Machuku. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll join you tomorrow, and hopefully our transmitter will be working superbly. The engineers have really done well. They've been working, so I want to say well done to them. Welcome to VOP's team. You guys have yourself an amazing evening. Bye for now.